Hello, Vinyl community. This is Randy. Back today with another video. Today I'm going to show you some Christmas records. Thanksgiving is coming up, and Thanksgiving is sort of the kickoff for the beginning of the holiday season, I think. And I love Christmas music. I don't really listen to it year-round or anything. I try to, save it for the holiday time. So I'm going to show you 5 favorite CDs and then 5 favorite records that I have. Before I show you those, I'll show you a couple other odds and ends that I have. I have this one cassette tape of the Carpenters. Carpenters Old Fashioned Christmas. This is an excellent CD. This isn't one of my, isn't going to be one of the top 10, but this one's really excellent. And has a lot of traditional songs on it. It's produced by Richard Carpenter. It's kind of unusual in that Richard does some of the lead vocals on this, and then Karen does the others. And one reason I really like this one a lot is because of the versions on here of Home for the Holidays and What Do You Do on New Year's Eve. But those are both just fantastic versions of those two songs. So yeah, Carpenters. I have just one 7-inch single Christmas record, which this is Raining Sound. I guess you'd call this actually an EP. Side 1 is If Christmas Can't Bring You Home. And then side 2 is That's All I Want and Jingle Bell Rock. So, yeah, Raining Sound, one of my favorite bands from the current century. And this one's really cool because the cover pays homage to the Byrds' Notorious Bird Brothers album. They've got reindeer here instead of a horse, which the Byrds used. I have just a couple of box sets I'm going to show you. Bob Dylan released this one a few years ago called Christmas in the Heart. So on this one it's Bob singing traditional Christmas songs. Actually, this one I would, unless you're really a Bob Dylan fan, you really like the sound of his voice, I would probably steer clear of this one. Yeah, I love when Bob Dylan sings his own songs, but yeah, singing these classic Christmas songs is, I didn't think it worked out too well. But if you're a big Dylan fan, this would probably be one that you would want to have for sure. And it came with these note cards in it. So I guess you call them Christmas cards, or there's no message inside. You can write your own message. And there's some envelopes that came with it too. So you get about 5 of those. And then one more box set is this Sufjan Stevens Songs for Christmas Sing-Along. This one came out, I think, in about 2007 or 8. I think it's been re-released since then too. This one has 5 CDs in it. It came with some stickers. Each one of these stickers mirrors one of the CD covers. So, yeah, 5 CDs. These were done from 2001 to 2005. I think maybe he originally did them as like just things for his friends and family, but then I guess they decided to release it later. So, yeah, Noelle. These are really cool CDs because they mix some traditional Christmas songs with some newer songs that Sufjan has written, and a lot of his songs are very good-natured and kind of humorous stuff. So, yeah, very cool. Came with this insert. So yeah, this is a Christmas sing-along. So there's some drawings and cartoons and things like that in here. But probably the coolest part of this booklet is that you get the words with the chord charts there. So, somebody in your family plays guitar, or I guess any other instrument, they can follow along and sing the words and have the chords to play it too. And then finally, this one came with a poster of Sufjan and his family at Christmas time, and on the other side is a short story, graphic story, I guess, about how this particular Christmas went from being the worst Christmas ever to the best Christmas ever. So, yeah. Alright, so that's a couple of box sets. So now I'm going to show you, so I'll do top 10, or, I guess you call it top 5 and 5. Top 5 CDs and top 5 records. So, number 5 on CDs is Jackie Gleason, "'Tis the Season." Jackie Gleason, from the 50s and 60s, his records were really popular back then in the 50s and 60s, and I think they were marketed as if he was conducting the orchestras, and I guess maybe he did. I'm not sure how much he really had to do with these, but this is a fantastic Christmas CD. It's all instrumental. It's orchestrated. It's like strings and stuff. So, but it's very pleasant to listen to. And, I would say this is very good to have in the background if you're having like a gathering of, friends and family and stuff. And really, really nice. And the songs on here are, there's a few Christmas carols that we would all know, like "Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow." "I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus." But there's also some other ones on here that really aren't quite familiar. And some of the stuff you probably might not even realize it's supposed to be Christmas music. It's just really pleasant sounding music. So, Jackie Gleason. Coming in at number 5. Number 4, Alexander O'Neill, "My Gift to You." I think this came out in 1989. Alexander O'Neill was a soul singer from the 80s. The CD is actually produced by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and has the song on it, "My Gift to You," which is a fantastic song. I think that was a hit song at the time. You probably hear it on the radio now. Wonderful song. They also do a couple other originals on here, like, I think they're originals, "Sleigh Ride," and there's some of them that are kind of like, like romantic R&B songs. So, "Our First Christmas," "Thank You for a Good Year." So, has the words on the inside. Alexander O'Neill. Excellent CD. Here's a compilation CD. This came out in 2005. This is Elton John's "Christmas Party." So this has a song by Elton on it, a couple songs by Elton. But other than that, it has songs by other people. So, kind of like rock and roll oriented songs, I guess you could say, more modern songs. It has some that are, maybe we wouldn't call them modern, but they're not exactly traditional. So like the Ronettes are on here. Otis Redding singing "Merry Christmas, Baby." Chuck Berry, "Run, Rudolph, Run." But then also some really, Beach Boys are on here with "The Man with All the Toys." Then there's also some newer ones like the Flaming Lips, "A Change at Christmas." So that's really one of my favorite newer Christmas songs. And so that's one of the chief reasons I like this one a lot. So there's the hearth with the stockings all hung, and the CD has a Christmas tree on it. So, Elton John "Christmas." Coming in at number 2 for CDs, Herb Alper. This is such a fantastic Christmas record. This is it's Christmas music done in the style of the Tijuana Brass, and these are traditional Christmas songs, and then also some newer ones for the Tijuana Brass crowd, I guess, like "Las Mañanitas." They're mostly instrumental, but it has some group vocals on it. With some of those vocals, they're just kind of like voice as instrument, not necessarily singing words. And there are a couple songs on here that actually have some words, too. So, Herb Alper. This comes with a booklet on the inside. Recorded in 1968. Very cool. Some good pictures in here. The Tijuana Brass. There's Herb. Ready to go out and play. So I can't recommend this one highly enough. Herb Alper, the Tijuana Brass. Number 1 favorite CD. Ella Wishes You a Swingin' Christmas. This is fantastic. Ella did at least a couple of Christmas albums, I know, and one of them was, or others maybe were focused more on, traditional Christmas songs like "Away in a Manger" and ones like that, "Silent Night." This is all the secular type songs. So "Jingle Bell," "Santa Claus Coming to Town," the Christmas song, "Winter Wonderland." So Ella just does a fantastic version of each one of these, and yeah, oh yeah, it's with the Frank DeVol Orchestra. Frank DeVol, D-E-V-O-L. It's the orchestra providing the backing for Ella on that one. That's favorite CD. Now we'll go to vinyl. One that has moved into my top 5 very quickly. Just got this one last year. William Shatner. Shatner Claus. The Christmas album. This is like a novelty album. I would think of it as a novelty album, but the songs on it are really good. And mostly this is William Shatner sort of singing, talking the words, and then the people who are with him on it are providing the music in the background. So Ian Anderson, Billy Gibbons, Todd Rundgren, and Artemis Pyle back him up on Winter Wonderland. Little Drummer Boy with Joe Louis Walker. But there's a couple where the guests are singers themselves. So Henry Rollins does Jingle Bells. So he and William Shatner just sort of shout the words out to Jingle Bells. And then Iggy Pop actually sings Silent Night. So William Shatner, Shatner Claus. This one is on red vinyl. I think this is the only Christmas album I have that's actually on colored vinyl. Very nice. One of the classic Christmas albums. Always been very popular, but I think since the vinyl resurgence started in the 2000s, this gets re-released every year. I know it was re-released again this year with a lenticular cover. This is one I got probably in the O's, I think, probably maybe 2005 or something like this. So this is the original soundtrack recording of the CBS television special. So the best song on here is probably Christmas Time Is Here, the classic Peanuts Christmas songs. There's 2 versions on here, instrumental and vocal version. Other than that, it's all Christmas songs. Well, Linus and Lucy is on here too, which is sort of the Peanuts theme song. So yeah, that's on here. And the notes are written by Ralph Gleason, San Francisco jazz critic, or music critic. So he wrote the notes for this. And, yeah, it's done by the Vince Guaraldi Trio. So Vince Guaraldi on piano, Monty Budwig on bass, and Colin Bailey on drums. So yeah, on Fantasy Records. Yeah, standard Fantasy label there. Another new one that has popped into my top 5 just from, just got this one last year. I'm not sure when this came out. I think it came out in 2018. This is Los Straight Jackets, complete Christmas songbook. So, yeah, this one is surf rock. Yeah, the Los Straight Jackets are a surf rock band. So, it's a 2-record set. I think what they did here was they actually combined. There were 5 EPs, I guess they must have done in separate years, and they just took all those and combined them into a 2-record set. So, yeah, it's all instrumental surf rock. So there are standard Christmas songs on here, like Deck the Halls, O Come All Ye Faithful. And then there's ones that are more like rock songs. So, well, let's see. Christmas in Las Vegas, or, you know, Groovy Old St. Nick. Yeah, Los Straight Jackets, a surf rock band. Really cool record. This one is on Yep Rock Records. Comes with these, sort of the standard Yep Rock label. They're all different colors. Red and blue for that one. Yeah, one here is yellow and yellow, sort of maybe a mustard yellow, and green for the other side. So yeah, Los Straight Jackets. In the early 60s, Phil Spector produced a lot of music. I think he was from up there, maybe in the Philadelphia area or something, and was famous for the Wall of Sound. And so then he produced this Christmas music using some of the artists that he had produced their music. So this features the Crystals, the Ronettes, Darlene Love, and Bobby Sox and the Blue Jeans. So it's all these singers doing these Christmas carols with the Phil Spector Wall of Sound behind them, backing them up. So there's the track listing. And, yeah, I think this one probably gets reissued pretty frequently too. It's an all-time favorite one. So Now, the ones you probably heard on here the most, I think, would probably be White Christmas by Darlene Love. Maybe also Frosty the Snowman by the Ronettes. The whole thing's really excellent, though. That's on Phil Spector Records. And the last one I had to show you, my favorite number one Christmas album's got to be The Ventures. Yeah, The Ventures Christmas album. So what could be better? I think this was probably produced in about 1968 or so. And yeah, they just do. Well, they do some modern songs on here like Sleigh Ride, Jingle Bell Rock. And then some sort of more traditional ones like We Wish You a Merry Christmas. So these are really cool songs because the way they do these is they, a lot of the songs sort of start out, they sound like they're going to go into a classic rock song, like maybe possibly like Satisfaction or something like that, or Day Tripper or something. But then after the first couple of bars, they switch into the Christmas Carol. So it's really well done. And of course, they play these Christmas tunes just great. It's all instrumental. There's no vocals on here. The Ventures are an instrumental rock band, I think. So, yeah, that's my number one, The Ventures. Ventures Christmas album. So, yeah, that's it. So, yeah, let me know what you think about these records. Are any of these your favorites, or have you heard these, or what are your favorite Christmas albums? I'd be interested to know. And, yeah, I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday season, and yeah, thanks very much for watching. Hope you have a great day.